Welcome to Too Many Secrets Productions. My name is Glenn. Here we're going to be talking about filmmaking, screenwriting, the process of staying creative, putting out content, and other movie things. Since this is my first vlog, I want to share a brief history of the cameras I've used over the years and talk about the things I did with them and the things I didn't get to do with them. Starting with the Sony. The Sony Hi8 digital handycam. Now this thing was a chunky machine. The EVF would kind of articulate up. You can jab your eye socket in there, or you can use the little 3.5 digital display and you flip it and it says Sony right there, and there's the zoom right here. It's like you got one of these deals happening. So it was a great piece of machine at that point. I took it everywhere, filmed a lot of nonsense, really just walking around, putting on. I can hear somebody in the back saying, "Hey, are you ever gonna watch that?" I'm like, "Hey, mind your own business." So the height of the nonsense was placing that camera in front of a couch on a Friday night with a bunch of people just looking into it, looking at the TV because there was nothing else to do. That tape is called the bored night or the boring night, something like that. That was the first thing and the only thing actually that was worth mentioning on that camera. And if I could find that tape, I feel like there's a short film in there. The next one is still a Sony. It was much smaller this time because it was using a mini DV. It was a camcorder that fit in your palm, and I took it everywhere with me. But again, didn't really do much as far as projects, wasn't really into filmmaking, just loved looking at images, trying to capture it and just watching it. Of course, I knew that I loved movies. I had that with me everywhere I went. Each time we had family gatherings, Christmas, Thanksgiving, when the turkey comes out, before they stuff the turkey, I give it a good colonoscopy with that nice little 20 times digital zoom, and then boom, there you go, a different perspective on a Thanksgiving dinner. After that, we go on to the Canon. The Canon XL was this big, really legit looking camera. Some of you might know it was used to film some of the shots in 28 Days Later, directed by Danny Boyle, by the way. With the Canon XL, I did a couple music videos. I did a few nature, landscape, sort of cut together short films. A really short documentary in M-Fest, but I didn't cut it together. Now, M-Fest is a gathering of BMW owners and other European car owners. They start to drive from Northern California all the way down to Vegas, and once you get to Vegas, everyone gets together in a raceway and it becomes this M Festival. I was able to interview the creator slash coordinator of the event, Chris. It was a fantastic event. With this camera, when you're walking around with the Canon XL, anything you point at, they look at too. It was that cool of a camera. Next on the list is the GH1. Now, this is the most heartbreaking camera because this is where I invested a ton of money. I bought lenses, I sold the Canon, I got a kit, I got the tripod, I got this and I got that. After investing everything into this new technology, I then realized I needed to improve on telling the story on the page before I could tell it on the lens. And by the time my craft followed the need to put it in the camera, the technology already advanced. The Canon 5D Mark IIs were showing a great picture, a bunch of the Canons, and a lot of the prosumer video cams are really producing great quality picture. Of course, it's not always about the equipment, but it does help. It's still just a tool, but it does really help to tell the movie. This is essentially the medium I choose to tell what I have to say. So I didn't have the right equipment, and filmmaking is a very expensive hobby to begin with. If it's just a hobby, and to pursue it just even gets much crazier than that. When it came to a point where it's time for me to film it, I felt like I was in a disadvantage. And here I am, I have everything that I need if I could have told the story a few years back. That's the GH1. I still love the camera. I'm keeping it, not selling it. The GH5 just came out this year. I still chose to get the GH4 because, hey, it's indie filmmaking. I was ready to put that money behind that one short film that starts it all, right? That one film that everyone gets to be like, that's the first one, and now you're someone. The next camera is the Blackmagic Cinema camera. 2.5K was the one I used to make Crowns. Crowns is a short film that I produced, wrote, and directed to send out. The first festival was in 2015, and then throughout the following year. I threw a ton of money at it, as much money as I could. These 2 days of shoot using the Blackmagic camera was fantastic. It was film school all over again, but on steroids. I got to see what a raw picture looks like, how low light affects the movement of cameras, and every minute. I just loved the whole process of it, and the writing of it obviously happened a long time ago. And editing, as a matter of fact, you start to feel like, oh, now it all makes sense why I wrote in the first place. The Blackmagic camera, it's a great machine. Once you put it all together, just be aware that when you buy this machine, you're buying the brain, but you have to kind of mold a body so that it's a full functioning equipment. Tell me what you think. There's a link down below so you can check it out. Thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. Either way, it's out there for your consumption. And finally, here we are on the Lumix GH4. I'm back to Micro Four Thirds, and it is a 4K camera. Like I said, being able to shoot on what a standard is, how people experience and how they consume the image is very important. So I had the intention of using the GH1 to create these videos, but I think I'm going to create the videos through this camera and all the content that I'm planning and share with you. That's my brief history with cameras. Hopefully you'll keep on watching. Please comment, subscribe if you like it. I hope you continue the journey with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Hi. Three. I don't know why I keep bowing like Is it good? Is good? Is good? Is good? Okay, no, it's not good? Okay. Welcome to Too Many Secrets Productions.com. .com again? Oh man, this is so difficult. I want to get to know you. You get to know me.
Listen at me. Yeah. Tattoos.
Ooh. I gotta stop doing the here we go. It's too much here we goes. Since this is my first camera, is it still a Sony? Is it still a Sony? Is it still a Sony?